Okay, so finally got around to painting my Bronco. The paint cost me $100. I used single stage acrylic enamel. That was my first time ever shooting single stage, other than out of like a regular paint can, like you get at like the parts store for like, you know, whatever. But that was my first time shooting single stage, and it was actually I had a hell of a time painting this truck. The pressure wasn't working right in the paint booth. I dropped a whole cup of mixed paint, which caused me to run short on actually getting it covered really smooth. I did a couple little blotches in it here and there. It is metallic, so, and what I was planning on doing was you know, hitting it real heavy and then kind of like basically like crop dusting the whole thing to get the metallic where it wouldn't look blotchy. But I just I guess that's not how you're supposed to do single stage, and it looks good in some areas, and it looks pretty decent right there. There's a little bit of trash in it. It does need to be wet sanded, but you know, it is what it is. I spent $100 on the paint. You know, what do I expect? It's not single. It's not a, you know, base coat clear, which would, that's all I've ever shot. It comes out really clean when you do base coat clear. But yeah, it looks kind of like shit down the side. I'm thinking about trying to wet sand it some because of all the orange peel that's in it. So what I've seen is that you can wet sand this with like 2000, just barely wet sand it and then buff it, and it'll come out a lot smoother. So I'll probably try that. But you know, for $100, what do you expect? You know, and I probably should have done base coat clear, and that way it would have come out like, you know, use stuff that I know, and I didn't. So I guess I learned a lot today messing with this damn thing, painting single stage. The lesson I learned was don't use single stage again. I don't like the outcome. The truck needs a little bit more done to it, so I'm thinking about painting the cap part like with rhino lining, like a bed liner, and then maybe like the front bull bar, do that in rhino line too, and then just clean the heck out of the interior, re-dye some panels in there, and put it up for sale. Make somebody else a really good truck. This is a one-owner Bronco. I bought it from the original owner. I haven't registered the truck or anything because it still needs a lot of work. It does crank up and run, but it definitely needs a tune-up. And I don't know. It's just an old-ass Bronco. You know, I don't really need another gas guzzler. I'm working on a new project, and it's actually a mechanical project. It's not a really anything to do with body work. Of course, I'm going to do some paint stuff to it, but this is I don't know. I'm getting tired of fucking with these old cars. They're old. I put money into them. It's hard for me to get them back out because everybody wants something newer. You know, this is really a toy. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I don't really like the color. It is a royal blue, so it's actually the same as a Ford emblem. But I don't know. I just don't really like it too much. But it is what it is. The thing's painted. I'll probably wet sand and buff it. See how that goes. That'll be kind of scary. Do a couple things to it, and when it's done, I'll put another video out when it's ready to sell.